Hey everyone, this is Chris. I play one of the characters in this podcast that you're going to listen to, hopefully. A little bit about the podcast. It's a Star Wars-based D&D 5th edition custom expansion that our Dungeon Master has been working on for quite some time. This project we've been working on for, maybe about 3 months or so, maybe even 4 months at this point. I'm not even sure. This episode was recorded maybe about 2.5 months ago, so I apologize if the audio quality at times seems a little bit off or bad. Our microphone situation wasn't the best. However, if you stick with us and you're willing to listen to, the first few episodes, you'll see that our audio does improve later on. I promise you it doesn't sound as terrible, as terribly as it does in this first episode. We do kind of expand on our mic situation, so things do sound a little bit clearer, and it just sounds better overall later on, and it gets to a lot of interesting plot points, a lot of funny shenanigans later on, so hopefully you'll stick around for that. If you guys end up liking this, then we'll hopefully be able to do these weekly. At the moment, we do weekly sessions. It's just a matter of editing it all together and making sure it's the most enjoyable listening experience for you guys. That takes a little bit of time, but hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, feel free to share it. We've got a Twitter, we've got a Facebook. Our Twitter is at The Empire's Reign. Our Facebook page is just Empire's Reign. On Instagram, we're also Empire's Reign. If you're listening to this on SoundCloud, it's Empire's Reign on SoundCloud. It's kind of a pretty easy name to find anywhere for the most part. If you find us on any one of those social media platforms, feel free to add us, feel free to talk to us. Also, I just want to mention that this show contains a lot of adult language and suggestive themes. We deal with a lot of adult content, nothing gross, I don't think. I hope not, but some of us do throw obscenities around a lot. So if you're easily offended by that stuff, I probably would not listen to it. I hope you guys like it. It's been a lot of fun playing it. So without further ado, I'll present Empire's Reign.
So we're picking up mid-battle. Our group recently ended up finding themselves allied with the Rebel Alliance just a couple of days into the events of Rogue One. After meeting with Mecha's contact Darola, a Sullustan smuggler, they were given directions to a moon base for the Rebel Alliance known as Yavin 4. It was there that they met with Mon Mothma and a man that goes by the name of Agent Kalos. No, it was General Kalos. He gave them a pretty rough mission that we kind of screen wiped into, which was to take out the comms array and to sabotage the base on Sentinel Moon, which is a base that's used as a supply chain as well as a kind of security outpost for the Death Star itself. It has been used primarily to move resources to and from the battle station. Well, we're starting off with, I think Mecha and Vivaga were pretty close by each other on the ground in the middle of combat with a couple of remaining stormtroopers. Something like that?
I think so.
Oh, no. Mecha was on top of a building.
Yeah.
Vivaga was on the ground.
I'm like hiding it.
Chani was...
I was doing a one-on-one battle.
Yeah, you were one-on-one with the Inquisitor, and No More was currently on top of a AT-AT Walker.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
So, if everyone wants to go around real quick and just introduce themselves, and we can jump right back in.
Okay. I'm Chani. My race is Zabrak, and I'm a former Sith. Oh, yep, just doing some adjustments here. And now I've kind of aligned myself with the Guardian of the Wills.
I'm Vavaga. I'm a shadow killer night sister from Dathmere, and I am trying to avenge my family and kind of help free people, but I kind of just do whatever I do as well.
I am no more. I'm a Saren, so I've got one of those big bulbousy fucking heads, and I'm a bounty hunter, and I started out in this campaign as kind of not being on a side, because credits are credits. So I've done jobs for the Empire. I've also done jobs for the Rebellion, but now as events have kind of gone along, I have kind of been helping out the rebels.
I'm Make It a Pizza. It's not my real name, but I'm a Rodian smuggler with the spy archetype. I have kind of like a business selling black market documents and smuggled goods under the front of my pizza place over on Corellia. I went along with Darula because he said he needed my help for a mission, so I was like, all right, I'll just close up the shop. I'm sure it's something small, and then here I am on fucking this planet with these guys, and my delivery boy's dead now, so
Wow.
I guess I got nothing to go back to.
Your delivery
Wow.
boy.
We know how
indentured
Mecha treats
servant.
the world around him.
Fuck.
Yeah, kind of a greedy,
Agreedo.
greasy
Greedo.
second generation Rodian. Yeah.
All right. Wow. What a cast of characters. So let's hop back into the game. I think we're gonna start off by finishing out Chani's little skirmish with the Inquisitor. So I'm gonna have you real quick do a force check and a swordsmanship check.
All right. So force check's gonna be a 17, and that's gonna add a 5. So what's that? A 22 for force.
Nice.
Wow.
Swordsmanship not as great. That's gonna be a 5 plus a 2. That's a 7. So not great with the swordsmanship.
Wasn't he prone?
Yes. You shot him in the back. Cool. Awesome. So, I have to roll for him. Oopsie poopsie.
Oopty bopty.
Okay. Not an amazing start to the combat.
Oh.
So,
Dead.
not quite dead.
He dead.
Talk me through your moves a little bit. How do you want to handle this guy now that he's prone?
I think I want to walk up to him, and I'm gonna make it. I'm not gonna be like torturous here. I'm gonna make it pretty quick. But
Okay.
fancy.
Quick but fancy.
So, yep. So quick but fancy. So I'm gonna I've got my lightsaber out already, and as I'm walking towards him, I want to, because it's a double sided lightsaber. As I'm walking towards him, I'm gonna just start doing some kind of fancy hand tricks with it, so it starts spinning faster and faster. I'm just walking kind of slowly,
Okay.
and as I get to him, I mean, like butter, just boom, right
Does
down
butter
in.
exist in this universe?
Right into
Space butter.
sort of where the
okay.
chest cavity
It's
would
blue.
be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Blue butter.
Okay. I'm picturing like a really like low angle shot from behind him,
Yeah.
like, kind of on the ground as you're approaching.
Yeah.
He's kind of breathing heavily as you walk up. He just got shot right in the back.
Yeah.
And you see he's holding his gut where there's just kind of like burns from like the
Yeah.
through and through. And he looks up just as he sees the orange as a sunset blade of the lightsaber coming right towards him. And it just slashes right into his chest, like a couple inches deep. And he just goes flying back, landing over on his back, breathing heavily.
I'm into it.
You're into it?
I'm
Hot.
into it. Yeah.
Hot.
Yeah, he's probably pretty hot right now.
Yeah,
since I
yeah,
just-
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I'd imagine.
Scorched.
Yeah.
Ha.
Roasted.
Burn.
So did I go ahead and kill him, or?
You got like a pretty good slash across the chest. So he's fatally wounded, I would say, but he's not dead per se.
Ah.
Ah.
So you said how far away did I throw him?
Oh no, he just kind of fell onto his back from. He was kneeling, and then the strike kind of tossed him onto his back.
Gotcha.
So he's maybe 5 feet in front of you.
Okay. Do I get to finish him off here?
Yeah, if you want to.
Hot.
Almost like one of those hunting spears.
Okay.
And I'm gonna toss it, and then I'm gonna, as soon as I can, just bring it back
Plunge it
like
down.
a fish. Yeah,
And
like
almost as if it's on almost like a yo-yo. You just yank it back with the force and you grip
Oh,
it.
nice. Yeah.
That's nice.
And
And in one swift
No
move,
strings
as soon as it goes into my hand, pocketed.
And you hear like this crispy singeing and like air decompressing as it just
Choreographer.
blasts right through him and just pulls back out.
Cool.
No, it's pretty hot. It's
It's
not
pretty
cool.
hot,
It's
yeah.
not cool. It's
It's
hot.
Shit.
All right, so Chani's little encounter is finished up. What would the rest of you guys like to start out with?
What are my dead people doing? I got 3 of them.
Yeah, they're kind of still terrorizing the remaining stormtroopers.
Nice.
It's a spree of people who can't aim shooting at each other right now from over some barricades.
Standing right next to each other and missing.
Is there like another stormtrooper around me?
No, you were about 20 to 30 feet away from everybody.
Oh. Is anyone closer to anyone? I mean, I don't want to.
I mean, there are no, for all intents and purposes, the only remaining stormtroopers are being handled by your necrotic death troopers.
Yeah.
we
Not death
dip them?
troopers, but what?
Can we dip then? Like, are we good?
You tell me.
We need to,
Well-
remind me, have we knocked out
They're still mad at
the
it.
comms ray yet?
Yeah, the comms array is down, but your primary mission was to sabotage the garrison.
Yeah. So I have
Garrison Ford.
I'm on don't sue us, Garrison Ford. I have my grappling hook around the one stormtrooper that I have prone on top because I think I knocked the other one off of the
Yeah.
at and I was gonna throw this guy over the front of it, like where the people that are driving it can see through, like the little windshield, and I was gonna throw him on there like a little bug hitting the windshield.
Okay.
Because he's not dead; he's only prone.
Yeah, he's alive.
Yeah.
Okay. Just do a strength check real quick.
Cool. So it's 18. Let me just double check.
Is
I'm
excited.
a strength. Yeah, I'm off to a good start. Unlike fucking last time. I don't think I have a strength modifier, so that's just an 18. It looks like.
Okay. Yeah. Your grappling device is on your gun, or is it a personal?
It's on like a boop boop.
Oh, so kind of like a wrist.
Yeah.
Like Boba Fett.
Like a hobo fett.
Don't sue us, Boba Fett.
Yeah, please.
Jesus.
Jesus. Globa fett.
So you,
Hemogloba fett.
with your grapple around him, you kind of just yank him with your arm, and he like. It's kind of yank that for a second. It pulls him out into the middle of the air.
Cool.
And he just kind of like glides over, and then as he just descends straight, the wire drapes over the front, and he's now hanging down right in front of the main window of the face of the AT Walker.
Cool. He didn't break through it, right?
No.
All right. So
It's a very small, maybe it's about 3 feet long and about like 3/4 of a foot like wide.
So I wouldn't be able to fit through.
No. People wouldn't be able to fit through
Oh
those windows.
fuck. Well, that ruins my cool move.
Oh.
Make
Damn.
him fit.
Huh?
Make him fit.
Make him fit. Yeah. Well, what I was gonna do is I was gonna run over and try to like jump on him like a skateboard, like if you're doing like a bomb drop into like a. But I was gonna try to smash him through the front.
No, he's kind of just dangling in front of it.
Yeah. But I figured that the window is a little bit bigger. But if it's not,
Oh.
cool. I'm just gonna do that, and then I'm gonna just kind of retract my thing, but kind of make it so he comes off of the grapple, and then just falls and dies. That's
Okay.
cool.
All right, so
It was just for show.
yeah. Just it's a display of dominance more than anything else.
Yeah.
So you disengage your grapple,
That's
and
nice
for a second,
show.
it's almost like cartoonish. Like he doesn't realize that he's about to fall, and then all of a sudden he gets that visceral sense of his heart sinking, and
Dead.
and you hear the crunch of his stormtrooper armor impacting on the ground below.
Last time I shot my ascension gun as a grappling hook, and I aimed for the leg of the walker, and it missed. And you suggested that I reel it in, and I was like, no, I'm going to leave it there.
Okay.
Just to bring everyone back up to speed. So,
Excellent recap, Josh.
so
I liked it.
I'm glad somebody takes notes.
I want to just hop off of that platform I'm on using the jump pack to safely get me to the ground.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
I'm gonna fasten that hook to whatever I can on that leg.
Okay. Now point on the walker where you'd like to touch it.
Right at the point where it's making the
It's like
okay symbol.
it's the hook here, right?
Yeah. So kind of the
And it
the
was,
the gliding track for the foot to move through.
yeah, I'd like to just kind of slip around there unnoticed.
All right. Sweet. Unnoticed.
Yeah, so I should probably do a stealth
Yeah.
check.
Do me a sleight of hand check real quick, my dude.
It's a 19 plus.
Oh, passes
Jeez.
right away.
All right.
Yeah. So it's you securely.
Okay.
You securely and very discreetly wrap the hook around the back piece of the foot.
All right.
Nice.
And now I'm gonna try to make my way around it.
The whole entire thing?
I'm gonna try.
Just running around the bottom of it. Do
like kind of like throwing it up so it doesn't like
Like a manual snow
just slip
speeder?
under the legs. Yeah.
wait.
Or, no.
No. I like it. I just don't know if I understand fully what you're talking about right now.
I think he's gonna...
Are you trying
It's
to
gonna
pull
probably
a?
just step over it.
You trying to pull a snow speeder?
Yeah, I think so. Like Battle of Hawk.
All right,
Yeah.
do.
I'll use my jump pack actually to get a little bit off the
This is
ground.
amazing.
Okay. And
Yeah.
you just want to kind of fly around its
Initiative.
legs.
You
For
could probably
as much
do-
as I can fly with that.
Yeah. Do me a favor and roll a.
Fly check.
I don't even know why I bother to have you do these, but do a grit check
Yeah, he's gonna pass.
just to make sure that you can fly around its feet.
All right, that's an 18 plus a 10 plus.
He
Whatever.
crit missed.
For everyone listening at home, Josh's character is both a Rodian and a Smuggler, which are two of the highest native grit scores you can get. And he picked them both. And then he dumped an additional couple of points during the point buy into his grit. Yeah, so if you wanna talk me through how that happens, I'm gonna say that all goes off without a hitch.
So I'm.
Oh, yeah, shit.
Let's see. I'm in the
I
back
got
here.
it.
I try to get to the front and like. I'm probably gonna have to land real quick for a second just to let my
Yeah,
jump pack.
as you
go.
are not using a sustained flight pack, which can be purchased in the item store.
Which
Sure.
I have.
So I'm gonna land just right back on the roof
Okay.
where I was. And I'm gonna hop down and go.
Right. All right. So it's kind of like draping garland on a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And I'll probably have to do like multiple checks here for each loop, wouldn't I?
Yeah. Just do
Pretty high
I actually
grit,
don't
though.
even know how far
Pretty
that.
high grit.
One sec. I need to check and see how far my
your personal grapple.
ascension gun.
Or your ascension
'cause
gun.
This is probably gonna be.
You probably could just do it around,
breaking
like...
the rules.
You could probably do it around
front two.
or the back two. Either, whichever one you're going for first.
That's true.
Yeah.
I already went for it though. I mean,
I think you get around 2 feet.
okay. Yeah, I'll settle for that.
Okay. Around the front or the back too.
The back too.
Yeah, good
All right.
choice.
Sounds goosh.
So while that's going on, can I, like, take... Well, I guess I wouldn't necessarily take notice of it, but since I threw that dude off, can I, like, use my sustained flight pack
Yeah.
to hop off?
Okay.
And as I'm hopping off, I guess I would see this little fucking bug man doing this shit. And can I still have those explosive charges? I think I have 2 left. Can I throw one of them in between those front 2 legs? Or is that a bad idea?
Are you asking me?
Oh, I'm asking Dan.
Oh yeah. I was
Fair.
just. Josh looked more concerned than I thought he was.
No, I was
Kaboom.
just thinking about this. Like, wait,
Um,
I'm knock it over?
I mean, you can.
I
I don't know.
I mean, just in case your ones don't do it, like you going around the back 2 legs don't do it.
You're gonna make an explosion in the front.
I'm gonna blow up the front fucking feet.
Yeah.
Never mind. No.
I mean, I was thinking you're gonna like startle it into like,
Oh no.
Yes.
All right.
Whoever's in
I'll
there.
actually. Well,
Yeah.
I'll hop off, and I'll wait to see if his thing fucking works, and if not, then I'll do those charges.
I'm gonna radio into them, and I'm gonna ask, you guys got this? I'm gonna go look for the garrison.
Cool.
So I'd like to do maybe a perception to see if I can figure out maybe where the garrison is.
Or what it is.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna start running towards Chani too.
I'm gonna do a perception check on that.
Go ahead.
It passes.
That's a 10.
No, it doesn't. Yikes. You don't have a modifier on
I
that?
do. I rolled a 4.
Oh!
Yikes-a-roni.
But I know my character sheet enough to know that the modifier is a 6 for perception.
That's not a...
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
as you're coming down from the Sith kind of fever almost of getting satisfaction out of taking a life, your perception's a little bit clouded, and you don't feel anything other than the kind of satisfaction built by rage that comes from combat at this moment.
So am I at Chani yet?
Hashtag at Chani.
At Chani. Where you at Chani?
Sure.
Just wrote satisfaction built by rage.
There you go.
I'm just going to write at Chani.
At Chani. So
No,
when I get to
spell
Chani, I go, do you see the garrison? And then I'm
Chani
gonna
says
do
no.
Johnny says, what
an
garrison?
investigation check to see if I see
Well, it'd be perception, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
perception.
Oh.
A 12?
No, it's 11. Oh.
Oh, you have a -1 in perception?
No, I have a +2, but I rolled a 9.
Yikes.
The only thing you remember is that General Kalos definitely said it was somewhere past the residential district. So it's north of the residential district.
Can I do a navigation check to see which way is north from where we are?
Yeah. Go for it.
God damn.
I'll do one too.
Sorry for stealing all the good rolls.
All right, so
tonight.
that's a fucking 6.
Whatever you have.
As far as you're concerned, any direction could be north and also could be south at the same time.
Can I do,
You have no idea what direction you're facing.
I was going to say, can I use the force to figure out where north is?
You
Force check?
Force north.
the force can do many
That
things.
is not going to be great.
We're really striking out here.
That's a 12.
With your force modifiers?
Yep.
Yikes.
I'd say you're still a little bit clouded by
Yeah.
rage.
I rushed it. Okay.
Yeah. You'll cool down at some
Yeah.
point.
Can I, so since I'm down on the ground now, can I do a perception check to see if I know where Gary-san is?
Sure, it's a garrison. Just for everyone listening at home, there's no one named
Jesus.
Gary in the campaign.
No, not yet.
Never will.
He finds a Gary.
Yeah. You roll high enough, there just might be a Gary and his son.
or low
Damn.
enough.
So
Bring Gary's
yeah.
son back with you.
that's going to be a 17, my dude.
For navigation or...
Is
That'd be perception, right?
Oh,
Yeah, because I'm separate from them. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
okay. Perception check, 17.
Yeah.
Tell me specifically what about the location you're trying to find out or you're trying to see. Are you trying to physically see it?
Well, yeah. So, well, I guess in the general direction of like where you said the living quarter, which
It's
residential.
past the
residential.
residential
So
district.
I guess I'm looking for which way the residential district is.
You're in the middle of it.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in my earpiece since it's a lot of time has passed. I'm just
I
gonna
agree.
like
Yeah.
boost
let's
mobile
fucking
everyone
move it.
and wonder where they all are and say, where are you at? Like, we're gonna come meet up with you folks.
Quite in universe vernacular, I must say.
Yeah.
Well, I was alone on a planet for like a long ass time. I don't have social skills.
Can I-
Character flaw.
Can I just like try to find out north so we can just fucking get the fuck out of here?
Can you answer me?
Yeah, sure. Let's meet up. We're by that giant walker and shit.
Alright, I run towards the walker.
Yeah, and I'm kind of giving the okay sign, like
As you're running.
looking around for
I'm
you.
headed
Yeah,
over
to
to
flag
you.
you
Okay.
down.
As soon as I see him, I want to point to that and go, "Oh my god!" and like go like this at him, like he did a good job.
So
Nice.
as you
We
guys
don't
get
know
closer
yet.
towards the walker, you all of a sudden can hear the very strained mechanical, the sound of pistons attempting to fire, but there's like a humming strain of like a mechanical procedure that's being held up, and it's just this kind of droning noise coming from the underside of the machinery of the AT-AT Walker. So everyone, real quick, I'm just gonna have you do a Constitution saving throw.
Jesus. That is the first nat 20 of the night.
Okay.
That is the first 4 of the night. Let's see.
That's not the first one.
It was right in the
plus
middle
a
of a
10.
20 and a 2. Can I re-roll it?
Fine.
That's
So-
a 13.
13?
Plus 10.
14?
That is a 21 actually total.
Nice job.
Wait, how do you have a plus 10 for your modifier on Constitution? As in, that's impossible. Your Constitution
it's
might be
probably
10,
just
It might be a
10,
plus
yeah.
1.
so your modifier would be plus 1.
Yeah.
That's a 5.
Not that I am not happy for anyone who gets to have a plus 10 on their Constitution saves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
So
Maybe
did
a
anybody
5,
not?
yeah.
So what did you get?
An
Is
11.
it too late to spend a force point ever?
Not yet. Not yet. Once we get to,
I'm good.
I just want to have in mind those rolls when I talk through this. So
I'm sorry.
as you guys get closer towards the walker, you all of a sudden you look up, and as you notice this kind of very strained mechanical noise that just sounds like, and like you can hear pieces kind of snapping and dislodging inside the machinery. All of a sudden, from the shoulder joints of the two back legs.
Yeah.
So from the little shoulder joints of the top of the two back legs, you all of a sudden just see an eruption of blue sparks and smoke. And both,
He says quietly.
both of the legs all of a sudden kind of bow inwards, and all of the weight is pushed forward onto the front legs of the walker.
Nice.
As the back two legs kind of, they don't go limp because this is a machine, but they all of a sudden bow and kind of skew slightly, so the back half is kind of slanted and the front legs are barely holding it up. But you can tell that it is clearly going to fall in the near future.
All right. Can we like get the fuck out of here?
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of the way. 'Cause
Yeah.
rolled
I mean
5.
like out of this area in general.
We gotta go
Yeah.
north of the residential districts. And
Yeah.
in it, so
Let's do that. So,
Retract my ascension gun. I don't know if that was obvious. Okay.
oh, okay, yeah.
Sounds
yeah,
good to
I
me.
No, you're gonna go down with the fucking walker.
Oh well, you got to follow through.
So I'm gonna assume that north is probably in the opposite direction of which we came into here. So let's go that way.
are we all
Alright.
together now?
Yes.
All
Nice.
together now.
Together again. Okay.
When you're the best of friends.
Ray Romano, please don't sue us.
So as you guys are walking, it doesn't play in the Sonic universe that you're in, but in the meta world, when you're the best of friends plays. And you guys are kind of walking, and it's almost like a long shot of you just kind of clearing the area that you were just in, and in the background, the walker that was there, it just when you're the best of friends. And it goes careening over, and there is a massive explosion as it hits the ground, and there's just smoke and ashes falling all over.
nice.
Bits of mechanical chunks and pistons and pipes and wires just are littering the ground, and you guys are just kind of walking out of this area, having had your first real battle together. And there's a new camaraderie here.
New
I'm gonna
hope.
high five everyone.
I'm not even going to look because I got a nat 20, so I'm just gonna keep walking.
It's cool.
'Cause
You're like
it's-
one of
yeah.
those video game commercials right now. Everyone else is kind of like an anime.
Oh, child's
But what
play.
anime?
Fucking One Piece.
Yeah, One Piece. Don't sue us, One Piece. All right,
I
so
hope we get back from this fight in one.
Anime.
you just lost
one
XP.
Naruto.
Oh.
crossing through the residential sector was a bombastic marathon of guts and fury. The exterior walls of all the surrounding buildings stand covered in blaster fire scoring. As the smoke clears around you, you tuck into the nearest alleyway to evade further detection. You're currently about 1.5 kilometers out from the primary garrison module. The narrow streets of the housing district are pervaded by the drone of Imperial alarms and the garbled chattering of Viper probe droids disseminating into the city, scanning for hostiles. High overhead, rooftops connect via open platforms and walkways. In every direction, you hear locking mechanisms as doors are magnetically sealed and window ports shut throughout the city.
Okay. I would assume that they know that they're like who exactly they're looking for because we've kind of made a bunch of fucking noise.
But remember, comms arrays are down,
Oh,
so
yeah.
some forms of communication within the planet itself might be disabled.
Cool.
You're not sure. You definitely know that they can't make transmissions off of the planet, but you can assume that some of the transmissions on planet have been disrupted.
Nice.
So, I have an idea. Can I take one of y'all? It doesn't matter. Who's I guess the strongest out of you two? Who has the most HP?
I have 120 HP.
Yeah, but
Charlie.
did you take damage from the last fight?
No, because I
Chani, while this is all going, I'm going to have you do a force check.
Alright.
don't have a strength modifier.
Okay. Actually, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, Chani would probably be okay by herself. So, can I pretend like, or at least can I take you?
11 plus a 5, that's a
Okay.
16.
Where do you want to go? Where are we going?
We're gonna walk through the town,
Okay.
like the residential district. But I'm gonna.
Tell us the whole plan before you do it.
So I'm gonna try to make my way through because I'm gonna pretend like I have like this is my
I
bounty.
just sent you a text about the results of your force check.
Thank you.
like my bounty that I'm here to collect.
Oh, nice.
Because yeah, I mean, I feel like they would know that I do work for whomever.
Okay.
Yeah, if we run into trouble, you'll be able to easily fuck them up. Jesus Christ.
Is that right?
Is it Bert and Ernie?
Why?
So
Is that reaction to the text, or are you okay?
The alarm.
is not the general emotion.
I
You should've-
say into my my comm, or I say to them because I'm with them.
yeah.
Sorry, sorry. I was just in some pain for a second. I'm okay now though.
Charlie horse?
Is it that time of the month?
It might have been a
Oh,
Charlie
I
horse.
say, oh my god, in character.
Can I force choke him?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm into it.
God damn.
So this will be the last episode we do.
Oh, man, we had a good one.
Yeah, so that's my plan.
Alright.
I don't know what you guys want to
Ignore
do.
me.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, cool. You guys are gonna be. I mean, you guys should be okay sneaking around.
You can hear me.
Correctly?
Like, Mom,
Correct.
I felt
right?
it too.
Right.
Before we go, I say, Chani, why are you in pain?
I don't know. I felt pain all of a sudden.
I have some ibuprofen if you want some.
Well, that can't be good.
That's not in character.
I'm okay
No,
now.
it's not okay.
So
Okay.
what's the plan? You're going in collecting your bounty. Is that what you said?
Quote
Taking
unquote.
me through the city.
Sounds
Yeah.
good. Where do you want me?
I mean, we're just gonna like continue to push up, but if you guys want to kind of stay like hidden, but sneak through the town. There looks like the rooftops are pretty open.
I use my jump pack to get up on top of a building
Yeah,
and to navigate
nice.
above
Fine.
the building.
I'm gonna follow you.
Yeah, stick
For
together.
you,
Yeah.
agility.
Oh, okay. That's an 18 plus
Although you probably can't totally see. 'cause
plus a
it's
2. That's a 20.
Right.
While we're walking.
Yeah, cool.
I
So,
say, just so you know, this would
you-
never really happen.
Like you size up the buildings,
Yeah.
and you kind of see that there's
Yeah, it would.
a section of buildings where there's like a little bit of an alcove almost formed up by the like side facing walls of maybe 3 buildings, and you kind of you've scaled buildings way taller than this, and you've scaled terrain way harder than this, especially during your training. So you easily kind of just through like a couple of like good, well placed parkour jumps and like a couple of back turns, backflips. Yeah. You run up and you just hop from one to the other, kind of each time just catching very small grips that propel you great distances, and it is effortless for you to get up there.
Cool. So yeah, Mac, I'm gonna let you take the lead on this one.
I mean, we're pretty much just following them from a distance, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, yeah.
Alright, so we're going.
So yeah, we're just gonna kind of like walk whatever main path would be leading us towards that direction.
Okay, so I'm gonna first do a little read through for Chani and Mecca. So as you rise up onto the rooftop, you gaze out over the skyline of the Imperial City. Off in the distance is the IM 455 base, codenamed the Peacekeeper. A colossal and towering steel pyramid. On each tier of the base, a set of turbo laser turrets. Ascending from the center of the base, a large tower leading up to a satellite transmission disk and a command station. Between the base and your group is about 1.5 kilometers of heavy Imperial presence. Hover tank transport detachments of soldiers from the distant base up along the central motorway in your direction. Lining the central steel risers that run the full length of the motorway are a total of 24 stationary turbo laser turrets, 12 on each side. Over speaker comms, you hear a stern voice sending out a transmission. Alert all commands! Repeat, alert all commands! And it continues to chime on, almost as an automated recording.
Now, can we hear that, or is it just...
Everyone can hear that in the city.
Okay.
Are we staying pretty... I mean, we're staying pretty unnoticed, though.
I'm gonna say that for the time being, you two up on the buildings, nobody's in your eye line right now. You guys, how do you want to go up? Because the only way to the garrison is up the motorway.
Yeah, which is like what would be like the most normally, like, I guess, traveled.
Yeah, it's not the most traveled. It is the route.
Okay, yeah, but
because this is really like it's like a military base where the only people there are cleared to be there.
Okay, so I guess we're just gonna keep walking up there, and I'm gonna have like my gun kind of like to her back.
Okay.
I've got like my whole cloak up. I'm all wrapped up.
So after about maybe a few minutes of walking, you guys leave the densely packed residential district, and it was a fairly like close quarter city where the streets and the walkways were very, very narrow, always kind of winding in and out of these buildings that aren't really laid out on a grid. So much is just kind of placed there, and the street was more or less adapted to that geography. You come out onto a much more open expanse where there's about maybe 60 meters or so of very flat, gray, austere concrete architecture with large pillars. Like it's almost like a courtyard, but it's very, very austere, and it lacks any kind of flourish or design. It is something that you get was probably like at the front, a couple of files of like how to set up a garrison so people don't hate living there. So
Nice.
It's very minimal and basic. Like it is the equivalent of IKEA in space.
Basic.
After the 60 meters of courtyard, which there's approximately like maybe 10 or 20, but there are 10 on each side of these large gray concrete pillars that just seem to be creating like one central aisle. Just past that courtyard is the entrance to the motorway, where you see that there is an additional turbo laser turret and a checkpoint where 2 Imperial stormtroopers are stationed.
Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of like confirm, like, yeah, it's okay that we're going right in and doing this, right? Cool.
In
We're-
character,
I'm like, don't worry, we got this. Let's do it.
I look nervous, but also kind of intrigued, so I'm ready.
Okay, so what are you guys up to?
We're still hopping along the buildings, I guess.
I'm
Unless
not.
we're
I'm
already
not.
there.
The skipping my step is not there. But I'm.
Chani's taking it down a notch. She's it's toned down and somber.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm a bit somber.
He's leading this plan. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. So
Yeah, well, I'm walking up to the fucking checkpoint with
All
him.
right,
Yeah.
Yeah,
talk to me about it.
So I'm gonna walk up to the checkpoint. I guess I'm met by how many? You said there are 2.
Just 2 stormtroopers at the moment.
All right, and I'm gonna kind of give them like a nod and wait for them to speak because I know how this shit is supposed to run.
Okay. It's an unnatural. I mean, not an unnatural amount of time, but it's an awkward amount of time because they were waiting for you to speak as well. So after about a couple of seconds of silence and no one saying anything, you hear their microphone click on. Where are you taking this prisoner?
I was sent to capture her from a previous run, straight from Krennic. He sent me here to get her. She caused a little bit of a mess up front before we got through the residential district. So I'm just bringing her to the closest place. I don't trust her, and I don't want her to go on my fucking ship.
Was she carrying any weapons?
Yeah, took care of that.
Where are they?
Well, they're back. They're back where she fucked up the walker. You can go back there.
Jesus, she took down a walker?
Yeah.
I smile.
Both of the stormtroopers kind of turn into each other, and you can't see their expressions, but they turn into each other for like a couple of seconds to kind of gauge each other's silence as a reaction.
Yeah. She's kind of bad news.
I smile.
Okay.
Oh.
So the one turns back, and it's at this moment you're a little bit closer. You notice that one of them has a white pauldron on its left shoulder.
Oh.
That's the one that's been talking the whole time. And you said you were directed by Krennic?
Yeah.
Who is that?
You don't know who Officer Krennic is.
It's a large military kid.
He's kind of a big deal. Maybe I shouldn't be talking. Maybe I should be talking to somebody higher up.
Are you gonna tell him that you gotta outrank him?
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Do a charisma check.
Okay. So let's see what my charisma modifier is.
That can't be good.
That's 13.
Trust me, if there's anyone that you can talk to, I can talk to them too.
All right. So why don't you ask one of your superiors who Officer Krennic is?
All right. He puts his fingers up to the side of his helmet, and he clicks over. This is TK911. Confirming TK911. Yes. I've got,
Wait,
sorry, what'd you say your name was again?
I didn't.
Okay, what's your name?
No more.
How far away am I from them?
You are at the buildings kind of stop as the courtyard begins, so you are on the closest building to the beginning of the courtyard, so you're separated by 60 meters.
Can I see if I can maybe from here maybe help him out a little bit, maybe let these guys be persuaded a little bit?
Yeah, you do a force check.
Force check.
You said his name was TK891?
911.
Oh, 911.
That's a nat 20 plus
Wow.
Yeah, how do you want
Amazing.
the force is
Fucking
strong with this
explode.
one. Yeah.
I was gonna say that you're probably at a disadvantage because of what we discussed, but with a nat 20 wouldn't make a difference anyway. So yeah, how do you wanna persuade them?
He's asking for his name. I sort of want it to be. I want to make them a bit more gullible. They sort of just accept his answer of, I didn't tell you a name. Okay, you know.
He didn't tell us his name. I don't need his name. He has a prisoner.
Yeah. Confusion works too. Just even more confusion. Even more confusion.
He said it's the one responsible for the attack in the residential sector.
They get stuck in a loop.
He didn't. No.
Just walk by him.
No, he didn't. And it's at this point that the other stormtrooper kind of like turns very suspiciously over to his counterpart because he's not sure what's happening right now. He's like, he's giving him just this long, vacant stare as he just sees his partner scrambling to try to come up with words as he's clearly being berated by a superior. No. Okay. This is TK91 TK91 something.
Tell your superior that everything checks out.
Everything checks out.
I'm just gonna be like,
It all checks out, though.
well, okay. Well, if it checks out, then I think we're okay to go. I think they'll be.
Yeah, he didn't give me his name. He's still talking.
You allow him to pass.
I'm gonna look to.
I'm gonna allow him to pass.
Gonna look to his other guy.
This could be a red flag later, but we'll deal with it
Okay.
when it happens.
No,
I'm fine with that.
everything's
aware
all
that this might
everything's
not
okay
have
here
well
now.
Comes up to us.
How are you?
I'm gonna look to the other guy who's clearly not in control here, and I'm just gonna say, I don't know what the hell's going on with him, but I think we're okay to go, and I'm gonna push.
He's been on shift for about 2 rotations now, so
Oh,
he
he's
needs to
He's
cycle.
very tired.
He's very tired.
Okay. Well, I
Really
mean,
making the most of that 20 over
if
there.
you
5 technically.
Oh, all right.
if you don't mind, we're just gonna be on our way. I mean, I've got a couple other bounties got to take care of. Before
Move along.
they fucking blow shit up.
Move
Thank you.
along.
Thanks. I'm gonna push her with the butt of my gun.
As he does that, I turn back to the stormtrooper and my eyes just squint a little bit.
As you walk,
That's the new eye roll. I squint my eyes.
Like a zoom in, like.
as you do, and you turn around to continue walking, you just hear the stormtroopers walk back in. Jesus, she was weird.
Yes.
So now you guys are walking up the central motorway, which is
Cool.
approximately a kilometer long.
Do you guys need us there, or do you want us to just wait?
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's like.
All right. Why don't you guys just
you,
wait
you
then?
guys had an easier way.
Why
of
don't
getting
you
it.
Why don't you calm us if you need us?
All right. And same goes for you guys.
Can I do some kind of check to see if I can observe any kind of activity or pick up any kind of information about what's going on below me while I'm up there?
Yeah, do a perception check, but add your force modifier.
Okay. That's a 12 plus a 5. That's a 17.
Okay. Nothing yet.
Yeah.
But with that roll, if something does come up, I will tell you.
Okay, thank you.
We're in.
Yeah, we're in.
I gotta add it to my list
Yeah,
of
you
times.
do.
That's twice.
So we're walking. It's probably gonna take us a while, huh?
Yeah, we could screen whip you guys walking the
this
entire
is
way.
very
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings. We need the screen.
But I wanna
And then
make
they walked.
and walked. I just want to make sure that like we're not getting any like suspicion or anything from. Okay, cool.
So about, I would say like maybe 20 minutes of walking takes place, and a little bit out of breath at this point. You
My
guys
calves are fucking awesome now.
What?
My
yeah.
calves, yeah.
You're gonna run real
I'm in
good.
so much shape that I don't
Today
even
is
feel it.
known
I'm not even
as White
sweating.
Day.
You guys get to the end of the motorway, and on the other side, on the other side of the motorway from the original checkpoint, there is another checkpoint. This time, a little bit more presence because just on the other side of the checkpoint, there is the front gates to the garrison. So from the new checkpoint that you're at to the front gates of the garrison, it's about 40 meters.
Okay.
There's a couple of hover tanks on your right side that look like they're currently being loaded up, and they're kind of forming a semicircle as they slide in, and their side bays are being lowered, and they're kind of bringing up these hover repulsor lift carts into the ships. So it looks like they're being loaded on the right.
On the right. So that's the same side that we're walking up on.
Yeah, and at first glance, you see that the checkpoint is patrolled by 2 stormtroopers, and on your right, there's about 3 or 4 hover tank pilots, 2 Imperial officers, and maybe at most 10 stormtroopers.
Okay, cool. But they haven't seen us yet, right?
No, the 2 stormtroopers that are at the actual checkpoint, though, they've seen you for like the past 5 minutes. They've
Okay.
just been waiting for you guys to kind of get closer.
Cool. So I'm gonna kind of like non-suspiciously kind of slower my pace a little bit, and like sort of like kind of pretend like I'm like catching my breath. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna get on that comm, and I'm gonna tell these 2, hey, so there's kind of like a bit of a bigger patrol up here. If you can, you guys should try to get a hover tank and meet us up here, because we're gonna make some noise.
Okay.
All right, I'll do that as long as you explain what "make some noise" means after we get this Hubbard. You don't have to do it now. Just after we get this Hubbard.
Hubbard crack.
The Hubbard, the cupboard,
The Ron L. Hubbard craft.
Oh, science, entology.
Is there any way we could just get over the checkpoint? Like it was 7 meters high. The pillars were 7
But
meters
you've got the courtyard, and then after
Also,
you have the
there's a
checkpoint
force field. Probably
going over top of
there's
it.
a shield that's. Probably
It's high.
It is.
It's
okay.
very
very
high.
high.
It's very
Oh
high.
my god.
Pillars
The
or-
sustained flight pack and the jump pack are. You could go up 200 vertical yards and not hit the top of the dome.
Could you carry her on your back?
I don't think.
Is there a deficit for like weight?
A weight deficit.
Yes.
How much of a distance would it be from like that rooftop that they're on, past the checkpoint?
Oh, he would clear it. He won't
Oh,
get the
shit.
entire length of the motorway because that's a kilometer.
Yeah, that'd be fucking insane. But you could, if you had her
We could land right on one of those crafts.
take it.
That's my aim then. Okay. I mean, that's what I'm hoping to do.
It's my
That's my hope.
It's my hovercraft.
aim.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Okay. What is the deficit for?
Or like
Having someone on my back.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
What's your weight?
Me?
Yeah.
My weight or
Hers.
I think I was 120.
Small.
Wow.
Um,
Almost.
I would say that would turn the jump pack's range from being 180 meters to about
Accurate, motherfucker.
130.
okay.
With that additional weight.
You'd still clear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd clear it by 70 meters.
I'm gonna use my perception check to see how many of these hover tanks there are,
Yeah,
because I'd like to aim for the backmost one.
do that shit.
So that's a 17.
I know
on
my
perception.
character.
Holy shit.
You can very easily see that it's about 6. They're traveling in a pretty tight group, so there's not a lot of space in between them. The closest one to the checkpoint is not even close to being within 70 meters.
Dope. Cool. All
Okay,
right.
I guess we wait until I get closer.
We're gonna have to wait.
I can try to stall as much as possible, but try to be hasty about it. So I'm gonna pretend like
In that
I can pretend to try to resist.
good as
well, and also I was gonna say I'm gonna pretend like I trip over something, and then you can try to pretend like you're resisting after I.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
know.
do that. I'm gonna be super extra about it. I'm gonna like flail.
I'll have you guys do a performance check.
Cool.
And while they do that, let's.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a plan for your actions?
So you're gonna pick me up, right? And
We're just gonna get to the
yeah, I
furthest
guess
one
so.
that we can get to, I guess.
Yeah, the furthest one. And I'm gonna, as we land, I'm gonna go ahead and get my lightsaber out and just do a hole in the top of it, kind of the back end of the top of it.
Yeah, let's think. What kind of checks would be fair for this?
Athletics.
Yeah,
What about grit, though?
I don't know about grit. Okay, Mecha rolled a 12.
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna go ahead and try this.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So, you boopity bopty. He's carrying you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So. So, you pick her up, and in the back of your mind, you just think, "Oh boy, here it goes."
Here we
And-
go.
you trigger your jump pack, and you just start soaring more vertical than you're making more of a vertical climb at the moment than you are making a trajectory over the path. You do realize that you're getting closer, and as you get higher, you are starting to move a little bit further into the air.
Cut it down a little bit.
And the hover tank, you can't. The jump pack is really just. It just goes. There's no like moderation.
It's got a mind of its own.
You're not gonna hit the top of the dome. But you realize that as the hover tanks are continuing to approach, you didn't necessarily take into account their speed. So you're flying a little bit out of sync with what you were intending for your landing, and you realize that you're about to overshoot the first one. So as you guys start coming down, the first hover tank it's just passing you. And you just disengage out of instinct the jump pack, and you guys land at the very back. And instead of cutting through in a circular pattern, your lightsaber just digs in enough to hold you. And now Mecha is grabbing onto your feet, flapping in the wind, as you guys are hanging on for dear life.
That takes off some pressure from our performance.
Yeah. So much for making some noise.
Make the noise. Okay.
That
Might
goes
as
for
well
both
just be
of us.
farting.
Yeah.
So I'm dangling from her legs.
You're holding on to both of her legs by the ankles,
Yeah.
and she's using her lightsaber, which is slowly melting through the steel hull of the transport.
I'm gonna try to flip us.
Do a grit check.
Yeah, you guys can turn this into some like pretty sweet X Games X
What?
stuff.
It's not too bad.
It's a 17.
Sweet flips, 6
17?
Yeah.
Cool.
Damn.
So
Great.
you do what you do is officially like not officially, what is
Grit
effectively like a swing pumping motion where you kind of
Yeah.
You-
like the worm.
you throw him back and then he comes back down, and then with that return of the momentum, you just flip
Like a
him back
mermaid.
over,
yeah.
and you just
Like
kind
the
of
worm.
Mermaid.
scrambling, and you just plant both of your feet, and you throw your arms right out in front of you, and you barely just catch the front edge, and you're kind of swinging your arms, and you bring yourself back.
I'd like to use that to also come up, like I'm
Cool.
flipping
Yeah,
forward.
you use the additional freedom now of your legs to kind of swing back over your head, and by disengaging the lightsaber, you kind of do a little bit of a roll, and you come back up. Lightsaber's still engaged, I take it?
It wasn't, and now it's back engaged again.
Cool. I'm going to have you guys do 2 grit checks, or no, 1 grit check each, 2 in total, to see about evading blaster fire.
Okay.
Josh, you got
Oh
this.
my god, hold on.
That's a 3.
Oh no!
With
Oh no!
That's a 6 total for me.
this.
Yeah.
13
Yikes.
total. With,
I got a 6, yeah.
Yikes.
Can I use a force point?
Bye.
Yeah.
Y'all
Force
fucking dead.
Okay. So that brings the DC of your check down.
Yeah.
Talk to me. We haven't really used a lot of force points in this game, so talk to me real quick about how you want the force point to kind of be affected.
Well, I'm kind of using the force to sort of sense where the blasters are gonna be.
Okay.
Not in real time.
Okay. All right.
Just for everyone at
So-
home, our DM has a fucking Nerf gun, and the floor is littered with Nerf darts. By the way,
he is hurting these Nerf darts into his.
ha!
Somebody help us. We are not safe in the presence of this Nerf gun.
Yeah, this is the only reason why we're doing this is so that we can have it on file that we get shot by Nerf guns every fucking Sunday or every Tuesday. It's not Sunday.
You have elected the way of pain. So, so your grit check was a 3,
13 total.
a 13 in total,
Proficiency.
and yours was a 6 plus the force point being spent. Okay, so as Mecha, as you come back up from almost tumbling over the edge of the fast moving hover tank, all of a sudden you hear the clunk of a hatch on the tank behind you open. And all you hear is the click of a priming E11 blaster.
And the DM is making faces like. Oh,
You take 2 blasts for 1d6
That's
each.
not right.
Damn.
1d6.
For the people listening at home, Josh, Mika took
Josh has been
2
shot.
fucking shots, and guess what? He shot him with a Nerf gun 2 times.
That was really loud.
Get away from the mic. And not Gert. Oops. So Chani. So Chani.
Close.
This is my time to catch it.
So you.
This is my day.
So you don't even hear so much as just sense the hatch opening.
He's gonna shoot me by mistake.
You immediately react, but you get hit by the first one, taking 1d6 blaster damage.
Right in the fucking.
And then it's the
dome.
second one that after getting hit in the shoulder by a blaster fire, you evade it as it goes right over your head.
I don't like
really
this
wanna be
Nerf gun
catching
shit.
The sound effects are on
So
point
I
tonight.
take 1d6.
Out of control.
It's
That's
less
a
that I
4.
have to add in post.
Yeah.
What'd you get over there, Makeup?
I only took 3 damage.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Nice.
Nice.
Jinx
You only
it.
took.
All right, so we'll cut back over to No More and Vivaga.
So I got a 9 on my performance.
I got a 10.
All right.
Yeah.
So as you guys approach, the 2 stormtroopers, they click their weapons up. You hear them charge. Where are you taking this thing?
First of all, she's a bounty that I'm trying to collect. Officer Krennic wanted me to take this motherfucker.
Director Krennic doesn't have jurisdiction in our sector.
Yeah, but she escaped to this sector, and I've just been chasing her. I'm just trying to get her to the closest Imperial thing, because I have more fucking bounties that I have to collect. I don't really have time to...
Do you have a clearance code?
No, the dudes from the other checkpoint didn't give me shit. They just said I was good to go. You can check in with them.
Do you know his operating number?
So it's TK911.
All right. He turns kind of his head down. This is TK57. Calling for TK911. TK911. Do you have a clearance code for the person that you let onto the motorway? He kind of pauses. What do you mean you didn't get his name?
Can I do a perception check while he's doing
Yeah.
this? Okay. So that is a 17.
17? What are you trying to perceive?
Everything. I want to see.
I see it all.
Yeah, I want to see how far away the. You said there were 3 other
Hover tanks.
Yeah, well, three other. I thought you said like pilots and.
Yeah, hover tank pilots.
Oh, okay.
And then there's 2 officers and 10 troopers.
Yeah, how far away they are from us? Like, are they within earshot?
No.
Okay.
No, they're definitely out of earshot, and the amount of noise being made by them kind of arranging the cargo crates being loaded into the hover tanks is enough to distract them.
Cool. All right. Kind of like look over and kind of like give you like a signal.
Should I roll a perception check to try to pick up on his fucking signals?
Yeah, and you do a sleight of hand check.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh boy!
They're looking at the wrong people.
Gives her the middle finger.
That's a 7.
Chris, what do you
That's what we call a yikes-oroni. That's a 3, my dude.
I can't even believe I picked up what I picked up with a 7.
So you literally like
He goes
elbow
this
her,
way.
and she goes, "What?" And then
Can I pull out my blaster?
So TK857 looks back up at. What are you doing?
She's a force user. I don't know if you know this, but she's a force user gone to one of those damn rebels. She keeps trying to.
Don't worry about it. Hang on. This is TK857. Yes, have the Inquisitor come down right away.
Didn't I kill the Inquisitor?
There's more than one.
That's it.
So he turns back to you. You can leave her with us. We'll handle her promptly.
All right, great, thanks. And can I do another sleight of hand and wink, maybe?
Sure, if you want to.
At this point, Vivaga's freaking out, and she's very lucky she has a lot of.
Oh no!
And that is how we died.
That's only a 10.
Only a 10?
Yeah.
So he sees you very deliberately turn around and wink, and you hear, "All right. I don't think I need to make this any more clear. Put down your weapon right now."
What weapon? I'm leaving her with you. She's the weapon.
He sees your rifle. The DLT-19X is almost impossible to conceal.
Okay, but he sees that, but he doesn't see.
He doesn't see her dark saber
Okay.
or your A180.
Cool. All right. Yeah. I mean, I'll like reach. I'm like, is it all right? Is it okay if I reach forward and
All right. Nice and easy now.
slowly? I'm gonna do it.
It's terrifying.
Nice and easy. And
I'm gonna do it.
Pickle!
What weapon does?
Ooh, what pickle we are in! Oh, no.
I think he has a T20. I know what weapon I'm looking at in my brain, but I'm trying to remember what the name is.
Can we see any of this from where we are? Or,
This is a
or are
fucking
we
Again,
Coaster
I'm
down.
just trying to
still,
stall
like,
for you motherfuckers to
still
get
under
here.
fire, right?
We are trying.
He has the T21B.
Okay.
Do you have a plan about how we're gonna?
I kind of did, but then they started shooting.
So with my one hand, I'm gonna.
Do
I
the
mean,
gun?
I'm doing like this. Like my one hand's up, my other one's going because it's on my back. Right?
Yeah, and he has his rifle just trained on you now.
And I'm taking it. I'm starting to hand it to him. Okay.
Mhm.
Are you gonna take out?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Take it, my dude.
So the
or
other,
what?
he's holding his rifle out. The other one goes and grabs it and just rips it out of your hands.
All right.
Rude.
All right, get on the ground, both of you. And
Whoa, wait, no, I'm sorry. What? I'm just gonna leave. I don't have anything to do with y'all.
I don't know if you think this is my first day on the job here, but I see you guys winking at each other. Very discreet. Is this your first time?
What part of she's a force user do you not understand?
The part where I called the Inquisitor. get on your knees.
Wait, how can you see me winking through my helmet?
Are you a Force user?
He's playing mind games.
Hey now.
Let's remember our roles here. Let's not get too ambitious.
Did you actually say wink, wink out loud?
Can I roll a persuasion check?
No. I mean, you could, but the likelihood of dissuading these two who already see that you guys are up to some shit.
I'm gonna take that A180 and I'm gonna Han that
my
shit.
God.
Are you doing a reckless shot?
Like a quick. Because it's not. Oh. So you're saying, is it within the?
This is so fucked.
Oh, but that's not your scoped weapon.
No.
Why?
Okay. Do a grit check.
Character.
There'll be another night sister.
You're basically gonna. All right. So we're gonna do a draw here, basically, where if
Yeah.
you don't roll higher than me, the stormtrooper shoots first.
Cool. Fucking Greedo.
Oh
And
my
here it
God,
comes.
love
Same
you.
roll, same time.
1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
I don't like this.
What'd you get?
Got a 10.
I got a fucking 18.
Ah! All right. So he sees your movement coming, and he goes to like pick up his blaster, but you basically shoot from the hip and.
He shot
So
us
that
in the
that gets
eye.
3 shots. I want to do the other 2 at the other guy that took my fucking.
Okay,
gun.
so you do you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna do a draw against him, but he's gonna have advantage because he just watched you shoot that guy. So he's
Cool.
gonna have a +2.
All right.
1, 2,
3.
20! 22! So you're gonna take 2d6 of damage.
That's cool. I'm fine with that. I mean, it was still a pretty cool move.
Yeah, I mean,
That's cool.
you punched a hole straight through the face of the other guy.
Nice.
I'm gonna say you get 600 experience points for that.
I was
Thanks.
gonna say, that's good.
So I guess we're killing these fucking dudes.
Yeah.
Am I on the ground? Did I get down when he told me to get down?
No.
I don't know. You tell
No.
me.
That was immediately after he said that.
Oh, nice.
I
So-
tend to.
Is there another? There's the guy that shot no more, right?
Yeah, he still has an
Right
action.
there.
All right.
So I'm at
Is he going
86.
first?
I would say you're gonna make a grit check at a disadvantage to see if you can get an attack in on him before he gets an attack in on you.
All right, I'm making a grit check. Where's my D20?
She's making a grit check.
Here we
Making a grit check.
Here we go.
1, 2, 3. Well, that was a 6.
Oh, that was an 8.
Yikes-a-roni.
So he fires a shot, but it's clear over your shoulder.
At this point, I whip out my dark saber, and I just fucking go for his neck.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, you cut his head off. Clean away. It's at that point that you just hear somebody off in the distance by the hover tanks just scream out, "Carabas, we have a Jedi!"
Can I be like, oh my god, fuck, like where? Can I try to like sneak off to like where these other guys are and like
Try it, yeah.
Can I say what I'm gonna do?
In a second. I want to cut back in a second to...
That's a 17, by the way. What am I rolling with? Any modifier?
Performance.
To try to sneak off.
Sneak off, but like and like act like, oh my god, yeah.
Performance.
Fuck. Okay. So
What's a Jedi?
Yeah, it's 17. 17 flat.
17? Cool. We're going to come back to you guys in just a second.
Cool.
Okay.
So we're picking up with you having just been shot in the shoulder. And you got shot too, right?
Yeah.
We got shot.
And so there's still 2 stormtroopers coming out of the top hatch of the hover tank right behind you.
I am returning fire.
All right. Do some attack rolls.
Alright. I'm gonna work on getting a hole drilled into the, burned into the top of it.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna go down that way.
God damn it. Is this the hit?
Yeah, this is the hit.
Okay.
Please don't sue us, Nerf.
That's a 9.
A 9 does not beat the 13 AC of the stormtrooper.
Yay.
So you send a shot that just because you're just reeling from the
Missing every
stinging,
time I shoot
throbbing damage of having been shot, you shoot clean over their heads. What's your AC?
I think it's 11.
Oh.
That's 11.
This is some heavy combat for level 7.
Great. So I get shot twice.
You take 2 shots for 1d6.
Dang.
All right.
Each.
Yeah, 1d6.
Yeah.
I was trying to get one over on.
I've got this.
Yeah, roll the fucking.
Yeah, as he gets shot,
2.
you literally like you complete the circle of cutting through, and with just a single kick, you just stomp down, and the circular disc that you cut out just falls down in, and it actually you hear a scream.
It's not gonna fall down in.
Oh.
It's not. As I kick it, I'm gonna try to grab it with the force, and I'm gonna throw it at these two.
Oh shit! Do a force check. Oh my god! Ah!
Oh my god!
Like a disc.
Like Krillin.
Like Magneto.
Like Krillin.
Oh.
Not great. That's a 13.
Oh, you hit yourself.
No.
Not
That's
that
their
bad.
AC though, yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah.
that makes it.
Yeah.
So as it falls, you just you pick it up and you just whip it like at speed, spinning. And it literally you can hear the snap from the one stormtrooper's neck as the disc just flies straight into it. It impales, and you can see little shards of the visor glass just shatter out, and you can hear him go. And he's just laying head back, limp, slumped over, as the other guy is kind of moving his body out of the way to fire back.
Okay.
Over his dead friend.
That's a 19 to hit.
That's
Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
That's a 14 to hit.
That's gonna hit, yeah.
How much does a force
The force is with me, I am one with the
negate
force.
damage?
The force is with me, I am one with the force.
I'm trying to grab it.
Jesus.
Alright.
You take
Let me roll
one-
2d6.
or you take 2d6.
Yeah.
2d6.
Hoo-wee.
Which is definitely not the full damage rolls on the E11. Just the
Yeah.
heads up.
This is like the nerfed. No pun intended.
Took 6
Nerf, don't
altogether.
sue us.
Nice. Next up.
Returning firing.
Yeah, alright. These are attack rolls.
We're just gonna waste all this time.
Suspense.
Meanwhile, we're still stalling up there, I guess. Or is this happening during that whole exchange that we just had?
These are
Okay,
like
cool,
we're
cool,
cross-cutting
cool,
right now.
Cool.
That's a 14.
A 14? That hits.
100 HP.
Alright. And that's how many damage?
2d20s and 1d12. And they have to do a Constitution saving throw.
So that's a 4, a 7, and my d12. A 6. So 4,
Everyone's rolling like shit against me.
11,
Yeah.
and then a 6 is 17, and he has to make a Constitution save.
Yes.
What's the DC?
So it's the same as my attack roll. I think we just decided.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's a
Um,
14 attack roll.
Yes, it is.
Prone as fuck.
Hey.
Nice.
So
Get fucked.
the shot makes it, and you hit him so hard that his blaster goes flying, and like you hear it like scamper about as it like tumbles on the motorway, and he just kind of slumps over holding his arm. He might be either paralyzed in shock or injured badly. You don't know, but he's definitely not making any attacks on you. And you guys are
Dope.
continuing to approach. You're about halfway up the motorway now. And now we're gonna cut. Or do you have anything?
Well, I was just gonna say I'm gonna jump down into that.
Cool. So
Yeah,
we'll cut away right after you kind of hop down in and you make the landing.
Cool.
So we're gonna cut back over to Vavaga
Okay.
and no more.
So what I'm gonna do, since he fucking straight up is trying to throw me under the bus.
No,
I know,
I'm not.
I know, but you know,
While I
gotta
sneak
protect
away,
myself.
I say, "Motherfucker, this is part of the plan. I ain't trying to leave you. Don't worry."
So what I'm gonna do in order to still protect myself, because he's trying to work the long con, I'm gonna spend a force point and activate my Shroud of Dathomir.
Excellent.
And as I do it, like, it's gonna be really cool. Like, I spin around and like, my cloak goes all the way around. It's like a bass drum, and I'm just like, do I get XP for making you laugh that hard? Can I roll for bass drop?
Wait. Like we're talking
Wait.
about like EDM bass drop.
Rolling for bays drop.
Hey.
That was worth it.
Gareth Edwards, please don't sue us.
All right. So, I fucking just go whoop into like nothing. I'm just gonna run anywhere I can hide.
Okay, so
Are you gonna say whoop? There it isn't.
I mean,
that would
you'll
pretty-
be kind of invisible, so your stealth and what you're able to take as cover will be excellent.
Yes, that's what I'm gonna do.
So what do you want to do?
I'm running to the nearest place that I can be completely hidden. I don't want anyone fucking shooting at me.
I found that answer vague and unconvincing.
I'm gonna start running towards No More. Is there any stormtroopers on
You're
my way
right next to
him?
No More.
Well,
I thought
remember I went over.
He started running way before me.
Did you run back onto the motorway, or
I ran back towards like where the other stormtroopers, like who were saying like, "Oh my god!"
oh, towards the
there's a
hover
Jedi."
tank? So through the checkpoint.
So I'm gonna just run after him.
Okay. Do a deception check.
Okay. Wait, didn't I already roll for the stealth?
Yeah, but you're trying to now convince people of things.
Oh, I thought that's what I was doing before.
No. I thought you just wanted to be out of the way and secretive.
Oh no, that fell on the ground. What is? I don't want to touch it. I don't even want to look at it. What is it?
I think it's a middle of 2 points. Oh, it's a 14.
Plus, what was I rolling for?
Well, we technically
Thanks.
always roll on the table, but
Yeah, it fell off. You said it was a persuasion or
Oh,
deception.
deception.
Let's see here. So that's a 16 total.
16 total. Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you want to? You just want to yell like, "Oh crap! There's
Look.
a Jedi."
Oh my God! Help! There's a Jedi. She tried to fucking kill me and shit. Ah.
Wow. Despite the roll, that was actually convincing.
Yeah, I know.
Or no, despite that,
it's
the roll
it's
was
the helmet. It's the helmet
It's-
and the giant fucking
They
head.
trust helmets.
Yeah.
So it's at that point they just see this man in a very tall helmet and in a dark robe run through the checkpoint, screaming about a Jedi, and the hover tank pilots look over, and they quickly just kind of run up the little ramp into their tanks, and all of a sudden the tanks start to lift. The 10 stormtroopers start to kind of like form into a rank, and you hear the click of all 10 of their T-21B blasters
Okay.
priming. Where did it go?
What do you mean? Where did it go? What? Y'all didn't see her?
So from one of the two officers walks up, and it's in he's in the typical kind of green, like very dark olive green Imperial naval suits.
Yeah.
He walks up. You're telling me you found a Jedi, and you let it live, and not only live, but you let it escape.
I was on contract to bring her back alive.
Why would we contract a bounty hunter to find a Jedi when we could just as easily hire an Inquisitor?
Do you know who I am?
I couldn't hear you.
I said, do you know who I am?
Is that what you really want to say? Do you know who I am?
Can I do it as a, I don't know, what, would that be intimidation?
No.
No?
I mean, you could.
Can I do it as an intimidation roll?
Sure.
It's not great.
I
Says matter of fact.
Yeah.
it's low. It's very low.
So that's a 14.
I find that answer vague and unconvincing. No,
What, you a robot?
I know you're about to be in a great amount of trouble.
Yeah, we're all gonna be if this motherfucker is alive.
TK 819. And he just gestures over with his head, looks at you, and all of a sudden you see two stormtroopers walking over, one of which is holding a set of binders.
Oh, like handcuffs.
Provide clearance, or we're taking you to our detention center.
Would I be able to blow a fucking hole through the officer?
Sure.
I picked up my other gun, by the way, right? Or
No,
is it still, okay.
you did not describe that part.
No, that's
So
fine.
you're just using
That's
the one
fine.
A180, which is
Yeah.
still an excellent blaster.
It's pretty
Tank is
fucking
gonna
good.
Help them wherever.
Oh my god.
I just want you to see that it's not anything, and that it's fucking stuck in a crease on
I can see it
5
from
different things.
Reroll.
Wait. Shoot the die out of his hand.
What was it?
I guess you gotta put them fucking binders on me, my dude.
What was it?
That is a 2.
Oh, I think you can clear it.
So you go to pull out.
Oh
enough.
You go to pull out your A180, but this isn't some goofy stormtrooper. This is an ISB agent. And the second he sees the blaster come out,
Imperial Sergeant Bastard.
Oh no.
Intelligence and Security Bureau, I think. No, Imperial Security
yeah.
Bureau. So, the second he sees the blaster, he kind of just, with open palm, just smacks down on your hand, and you drop the
Ow.
A180.
Goddamn.
What's your AC?
Amazing.
Okay, does it beat a 12?
Oh,
Can
actually,
He rolling amazing.
it is a 12.
I knew it.
All right, well that
That's gonna hit.
that hits. So you're gonna take 1d8 of blunt force damage, and he's gonna just throw a pretty stern punch into your stomach.
Like a fruit punch?
He's gonna.
Milk?
Jesus fuck!
Did you get an 8?
It's goddamn 8.
And so I'm gonna have you make a Constitution saving throw about whether or not you throw up in your helmet.
Oh. Oh no.
Was it some
He
bad
does.
punch?
Yeah. Some spoiled punch.
It was spiked.
Constitution, you said?
Yeah, I'm gonna say the DC is 13.
Well, I already passed it.
Okay.
That's a 15.
All right, so you feel sick, and you feel the like kind of burn that comes up the back of your throat, but you don't throw up. But you do go down to your knees.
Can I
And-
engage my flight pack?
I might want to.
I'm gonna have you do a grit check. The DC of which is gonna be 17.
Oh, fuck
You can
my
empty,
ass.
you can empty out your puke on the. Oh, you didn't puke. Dang.
No.
You can
It's just
actually.
flying away. You
Grit
can-
check.
No.
Nope.
Not even close.
Okay. You can't. You don't even feel capable of igniting right now.
What I'm going to do at this point is.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you existed.
Yeah, wow, thanks. I may be invisible, but I'm not. Never mind. Okay.
Invisible.
I may be invisible, but I'm not invisible.
So as I see this unfold, I think it's. I'm like, oh my god. So I just run
Oh
up
my god.
She rolls her eyes.
and I don't roll my
Squints her
eyes.
Oh, she squints her eyes.
I go, oh no. So I run up and I fucking stab.
No, it's no more.
I take
No,
out my
no.
darksaber really quickly as soon as I get up to him, and I stab the officer in straight through the heart.
All right, do a force check.
All right. And also I get my +2 because
You're in, because he's a dude.
a 16.
Nope.
Oh,
So you
no.
you go to do it, and as your hand gets really, really close to his neck, you feel it stopped, and you feel something pulling back, and your thumb can't quite ignite. And you look up, and there is a tall Utapowian man in dark black leather and armor
Hot.
walking your way with his hand extended. All of a sudden, your Shroud of Dathomir disengages, and you're exposed. Ah, a Jedi. A Dathomirian Jedi.
So I just want to give a special thanks to Oxide, who actually wrote the intro theme that you hear and the outro theme. They're from the same song. I'll provide a link to the song and download if you're interested in the description. He's a really, really good friend, and it's a really, really good track. He's also just a really good musician. So, you know, if you like the song, go ahead and listen to a bunch of his other music. It's all really good. And I also just want to say special thanks to you if you listened, if you made it all the way through that over hour and a half long gameplay. hopefully you'll join us again for whenever we release the second episode. If, people seem to like it a lot, then we may actually do weekly releases. But in a few days, I will actually be out of the country, so I won't be able to edit any episodes. I'm going to try to get maybe episode 2 done before I leave. But if not, if you guys just hate it, then, forget it. But thank you for listening. Truly appreciate it.